Well, hi everybody, it's Ray, and today we're going to take a look at how to quickly build a 12-page digital listing presentation. And it's pretty easy essentially. The good news is once this is set up, you are good to go. Let me give you a quick look at the PDF I've just downloaded, just created after I finished building it. And it's about 12 pages. You can add pages, you can clone pages, you can delete pages, you can change out images, you can do whatever you want. And I'll take you through the pages one by one and show you what's going on here. So a couple of things first. It can be specific to a property, as you can see here. We've created something that's specific to a property. For example, if we're going to look at something, here's some details on a specific type of property, or you could make it generic. You could make it sort of more a generic approach and send it out to all of the sellers on your list at the moment, just to show them what you're up to. Critically important is top quality images. I guess that goes without saying, but seriously, the better image you can create, or the better image that you can access and use, then the more people will love it. So I think that's pretty important to get that right. What I've done here is I put all my copy together first, and perhaps what I can do is go through and show you what's involved here. So you'll need to prepare your images, or make sure that you've got access to all the images that you want to use. Plus, you need to get your copy. I wouldn't build this in Jigglar as you go along, and as you can see there, I'm here in Jigglar, and I'm just looking and editing different things, etc. It's pretty easy to do, but I would put all of my copy together on a Word doc first. That's pretty important. How to access it? Firstly, just log into your Jigglar account, and if as a Best Agents member, just go to your team templates, and you'll see it come up in your team templates. There it is right there. You're going to open it, and you're going to click save. So you're going to save to My Jiggles, because you can't edit it. Just call it a test. You can't edit it in the team account. You need to drag it back over to your private account so you can start editing it, and then you can start making changes. Everything is editable. Everything is changeable. You can change out the fonts. You can do whatever you want. So a couple of things. Firstly, let me just show you how this works. When you're changing things inside a Jigglar template, you need to change each one individually. We don't do it universally. So, for example, if I'm looking, here's this color theme. Okay, here's this background. Now, as we know in Jigglar, every color has a code, a 6-digit, what we call a hex code. So you can see this one is B6C5CB. So if I want to apply that to something else, I can simply grab that, I can copy it, and then let me have a look on the next page. If it's there on the next page, because I'm looking for some consistency. So there it is there. So I can drop down my color thing, and it's the same one, but I copied it, so there it is. That's a really cool way and an easy way to make sure that you're getting some consistency with all of your pages and all of your information. So as we go through, might be quicker to go through the PDF. So yeah, you want to be able to create all your content. So firstly, create all your content in a PDF. So here's where things are a bit content rich, obviously. The local real estate market has never been stronger. There we've got there. And I'm introducing the agent here. This is just a mock-up that I've done. A bit of information there. Some other stuff going on here, and more content here. Although this is basically set up, you can get that. There's a lot of stuff here you don't need to change. There's some US ideas in here for different companies, etc. You can switch out the ones that you want. Now, as far as the images go, you can either keep these or you can jump into Unsplash, which is right here. You can at the moment. I don't know that it's been. They were talking about selling it, but if you wanted to put sea, beach, like pick a theme. I'm not sure where you are, but there's all sorts of different things here. So you've got options that you could use. So for example, countryside, countryside. Some beautiful images here. So the power of your images is really, really strong. That's what people really love. We live in with social media, Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, etc. We live in this world that's so rich with images. So, and we can feature so many great images of properties that we're selling and how we go about doing what we do. A little bit about marketing. So you're welcome to use these images. You can put fresh ones in, feature your team. I'd get all of this copy beforehand. Now, these client stories, I think, are really a really important part. It's only a 12-page document, but your client stories are, I think, super important. So grab some copy or write some copy and use this as an example. It's a story of a lady that had a cooking show, and then COVID came along, and she was looking to get her business going from online, etc. So that's a good example. Then these ones here. Now on your Word doc, you simply put these down in columns, and then you can just cut and paste. It's that easy. So you just grab your information and then you put it in there, and I've just put a little comment in here: any house at any price point, our team has the expertise and experience to handle any real estate transaction. So that's kind of social proof that you're a heavy hitter in the sales department. You can do that whether you're an individual person, or you can do that whether you're a company. A second client story here, you'll see it's balanced like it's on the other side, just to change things up a little bit. So we had the copy on the right side here, the copy's on the left side. There's the couple. Tells a story about what they went through. This could be probably on a darker background if you wanted, and then call to action at the end, your logo, and just a nice understated bit of information about your company. And you can include your links there. You can hyperlink these on your PDF and link those to your social media platforms, etc. So that's the message. Step one, create your content, create all your copy, get your images together, get your logos together, get your colors, get your stats. If you're featuring stats here, you need to know a little bit about some of the stats in your area. You might have days on market, you might have average home prices. If you're in an area where you're selling condos or townhouses, you might want to feature that as a separate item. And then profile you, profile your company. But like I said, once a lot of this is done, it's done. You don't need to change it out. This, for example, what are the pages here that are going to change? So that one there might change if that was the seller and I was sending a photo of their property. So I might include that. This one here doesn't need to change. This one here doesn't need to change. This one here doesn't need to change. Neither does that one. 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 So you might want to update your prices, but you can see the heavy lifting is in the setup, and once that's done, you are good to go. As usual, any questions, sing out and let me know. Dream big, take names. Talk to you soon.